Promeia's past seemed to have raised more questions than answers, such as, was she actually born an Aura ring? If not, what's her actual origin? You see, the thing with Promeia, even though her design is great indeed, it just doesn't sit right with me. What I'm trying to say here is, if you're comparing the rest of other characters' design to Promeia, you will immediately notice a very obvious pattern. And that is, all of them share the same vibes of what Outer Ring actually represents. Meanwhile, Promeia completely stands out from the rest, like as if she is even a part of the Outer Ring to begin with. Now, before I start going further into this discussion, I must make one thing clear. The following statements should not be taken as facts, nor an attempt to predict future story or lore of a certain character. It is merely a theory discussion. So as I was saying, although I do not have much information on Promeia's past before Outer Ring, I can still somewhat speculate small details about her personality and outfit. Let's start with Promeia's design. Once again, great outfit, I love it, but that's beside the point. The real point is, her outfit does not look anything like Outer Ring style. Every Outer Ring character got this red color palette and they're either fire element or physical. Meanwhile, Promeia is quite literally the opposite. She's ice element and her color palette is purple. So I think I've already made my point clear. Furthermore, her being ice fits her character very well, to which we'll go over it right now. I think a lot of people already understand why is Promeia ice element. It is quite literally self-explanatory. She is described as a gold individual. Now, to be fair, back then in Outer Ring, technically speaking, anyone could have been described as a gold individual. But my point is, Promeia was absolutely terrifying, like she was an absolute demon, showing no mercy to her targets. So of course anyone will be terrified of her. Even for Outer Ring's standards back then, she was something else, that's for sure. Remember what I said at the start of the video? You know, whether she was born in Outer Ring or not? Well, I still have no idea. Even after hours of research, I still wasn't able to find any more piece of lore about Promeia, unfortunately. So from here, it's pure speculation and headcanon. In other words, take everything from here with a grain of salt. So if Promeia wasn't actually born in Outer Ring, then we could speculate that she was somehow part of a cruel family. Why? Well, if we're using Outer Ring as a reference in this instance, we can kinda see somewhat of a similar version for Promeia, kind of like Hugo and Zhao, basically. Perhaps she came from another messed up rich family and decided to run, ending up in Outer Ring, although I am not entirely sure whether she ran when she was a kid or when she was slightly grown up. Heck, I'm not sure if she even ran from a messed up rich family in the first place. My point I'm trying to make is, Promeia seems to hide more than she let us know. I just can't prove it. Sure, Outer Ring back in the day was rough, but I simply couldn't believe that Outer Ring truly was what shaped Promeia the way she is now. Hugo's family was an absolute nightmare. Same goes for Zhao. Therefore, I completely doubt that Outer Ring was Promeia's true backstory, unless her family actually either adopted her or she was born there from the very beginning, or maybe she never had a family to begin with. Either way, this is a rather short video, I know, but I wanna see you guys what you have to say about this. I'll be reading every single comment, so don't hesitate, I'm genuinely curious. See you next time.